Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today we're gonna be making a transformation and turning you from a sleepy dwarf to a SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, if you've ever been in the middle of your day after 5 cups of coffee but you're still exhausted, you're gonna learn in this video those things that could possibly be draining your energy, right? Those energy vampires, and how exactly to deal with them. Okay, so stay tuned, and of course, just like every other episode, I will be giving you a freebie for this episode to teach you and help you maximize your energy. So stay tuned so you know exactly where to get that freebie from. Alright, so let's get right into the video. When I was much younger, I used to be very active. I used to play around every time, had a whole ton of school activities. But I don't know if you've noticed, but as you begin to grow older, your energy level tends to decrease. And this is totally science-based as well, because the energy producing cell in your body, your mitochondria, is produced less as you begin to grow older, and your mitochondria produces something called the ATP, which is basically an energy molecule that provides energy in your body. These two are produced less as you begin to grow older, and so naturally your energy levels are decreased. But there are a lot of ways that we can slow down that decrease and maximize our energy throughout the day so we can be productive and basically have a lot of fun during the day. I'm not really sleeping. One of the most important factor that affects your energy levels is your sleep. And so if you're not having good quality sleep, your stress levels will increase. And increasing your stress level basically produces a lot of things that are bad for you, which can be draining your energy. So what are some of the ways we can increase our good quality sleep? The first is you want to have a regular sleep schedule. So what that basically means is you're going to bed at the same time every day, and you're waking up at the same time every day. This way your body's conditioned to have adequate amount of sleep. Your body knows when exactly to go to bed. And so you want to give yourself at least about 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I'd say don't go less than 7. If you must, at least give yourself at least 6 hours of sleep. That way your body is able to rest, replenish itself, and you're able to wake up revitalized. Some of the ways you can improve the quality of your sleep is also keep the room in a cool temperature. Don't let it be too cold or too hot, because when it's too hot or too cold, you're uncomfortable. But when it's cool, you can literally cuddle up on your bed and have a good quality sleep. Next is you want to get rid of all electronics before bed, okay? And because electronics can be distracting, and it can literally keep you up for much longer than you expect, just try as much as possible to keep the electronics out of bed. When you're coming to bed, just if you need something to help you fall asleep, grab a book or something. And of course, turn up the lights and ensure that you have good sleep. One thing to note though, you don't want to exercise at least 2 hours before bed, because exercising keeps your heart rate up, which basically keeps you energized and not necessarily feeling sleepy. So that can actually deter your sleep or prevent you from falling asleep when you need to fall asleep. And then lastly, try as much as possible to not have alcohol or caffeine 8 hours before bed, so your body has adequate amount of time to process that and allow your body to naturally go to bed when it needs to. That was good acting, wasn't it? Another way that can really help you maximize your energy during the day is exercise. I know, I've been literally screaming this over and over again, but exercise is so important to you when it comes to maximizing your energy. Guess what? If you do have muscles in your body, if you do have enough muscles in your body, one, you increase the amount of ATP that is produced in your body, which generally increases your energy level. But if you are sedentary and you're not working those muscles, what happens is your muscles begin to decrease, right? Your muscles begin to weaken. And when you have weakened muscles, the amount of ATP that's being produced in your body decreases. So exercise does a lot a whole ton for you. It helps you increase the amount of ATP in your body, which generally helps you to be more energetic. I know a lot of times you're like, exercise makes me tired. That is true initially, but as you begin to continuously exercise, your energy baseline goes up. So your energy baseline goes up. And one of the things that can really drain your energy level is stress. Stress increases the amount of cortisol that is released in your body, and when this happens, your energy level is decreased. Let's just say cortisol, bad. So anything that can increase the amount of cortisol in your body, like lack of sleep and stress, bad. Okay, so you want to find out ways to reduce your stress. If you need to exercise, if you need to meditate, if you need to practice your breathing, whatever it is that you can do to reduce your stress levels and remove those stressors in your life so that you don't continuously subject yourself to a lot of stress, because this can be energy draining. One thing that can definitely affect our energy levels is your diet. When we eat a lot of healthy foods, whole foods, fruits, vegetables, those things increases the amount of minerals and nutrients that our body receives, which generally increases the amount of ATP that our body produces. Now, if we eat processed foods and foods with a lot of added sugar, that doesn't have a lot of nutritional content, which reduces the amount of nutrients and minerals that your body has, which generally reduces the amount of ATP that your body produces. So in order to keep your energy levels nice and high, you want to have a good diet. You want to have a really nice diet that has a very balanced meal. Now, sometimes you may want to snack on something sweet. I love ice cream, so you may want to have ice cream or cake or a cookie, and that's fine. But for the most part, your diet should contain whole foods and things that are wholesome and has a lot of nutrients, so you can keep your energy levels high. Another thing with your diet is this: poor fluid choices. A lot of the times, I'm guilty of this sometimes. Rather than drinking water, I'd have juice, I'd have a soda, I'd have everything else but water. And this is not necessarily good, because all these things has a lot of added sugars and a lot of things that can reduce the amount of ATP levels that your body produces. To maximize your energy, you want to be drinking water. Yeah, water. I mean, just water in itself, right? And have a lot of water. I think you want to have at least 8 glasses of water a day, just to keep your body fully hydrated. Because when we are not hydrated, we tend to feel a lot tired. Your body is not at its optimum. And that's why you also want to reduce the amount of coffee and alcohol that your body takes, because coffee causes you to go to pee, and alcohol causes you to pee as well, which reduces the amount of hydration that your body has. So you want to just stick to water for the most part. I mean, do a challenge. Why don't you, for an entire week, don't drink anything else but water? Try that and you see how amazing that is, right? Water is really good, honestly. It is really good. Now, I'm not saying you can have a cup of coffee here or caffeine or anything like that. You can do that, but for the most part, ensure that the fluids that you're taking in, for the most part, is water. And the last thing, but not the least, is your environment. You want to surround yourself with actual people. Now, make connections, have friends. Don't isolate yourself, right? Try as much, and I'm not talking about Instagram and Twitter, right? Real connections. Have friends with real people. Surround yourself with positive energy and positive people, and not negative energy, right? Try as much as possible to people who gossip and just are negative all the time. Try as much as possible to kind of push them away. Talk to them like 20% of the time. Follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of your time should be spent with people that will encourage you, people that are positive, and people that will basically empower you. And then 20% of your time can be spent with anybody else. Okay? And having said that, I would absolutely love to have you in our community, our Facebook community, surrounding yourself, just in the line of surrounding yourself with absolutely positive people who want to see you grow. Okay, this Facebook group, I'm gonna put the link in the description below. It's a free group, right? And I started it to just surround yourself with positive people, grow and learn together, people who want to help and encourage you. We're having a whole ton of fun within that group, and I do want you to be a part of it. Now, for the freebie for this episode, I'm going to link a checklist that can basically guide you on the things that can possibly be draining your energy. So the next time you're having an energy drain right in the middle of your day, you can look at that list and check those things that could possibly be draining your energy and try and fix them. At least you can pinpoint and identify them. And of course, if you are always feeling tired and always feeling fatigued during the day, and you've checked all these things and it's not all of them, you have a regular sleep schedule, you have a healthy diet, you exercise regularly, and you're still feeling tired and you're still feeling exhausted, you probably want to go see a doctor. Maybe it's probably something a lot more complicated than it is, or than we thought. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a like, give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and leave a comment below. I want to hear from you. So tell me, right, which one of these energy vampires exists for you? I know one of them for me is sleep. I always underestimate the amount of sleep that I need and end up feeling really tired during the day the next day. And this is something that I'm working on to ensure that I fix my sleep schedule. Let me know what are your energy drainers that you can identify based on the things that I talked about, and I will see you in our next video next week.